Good morning, everybody. Happy Hump Day. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday morning. Got your coffee and ready to kick off this 148th coffee session. So here we go. Let's see who we got over here hanging around with us. Got a bunch of comments already, man. You guys keep getting over here earlier and earlier. Here we go. Here got Janet. How you doing this morning, Janet? Good to see you. Paul Stewart is in the house. Thumbs up, he says. Good. We got a few of them thumbs up going on over there. There's old Dwayne on Facebook from fabulous Cornwall, Ontario. Thank you, sir. Dave Clemens is in the house. Happy Hump Day, he says. There's old Javi. How you doing, Javi? Good to see you this morning. Troy Pritchard. Happy Hump Day. Oh, I got the little camel thing. I like that. I don't know if I've ever seen that before or not. Of course, I don't get out much, so. Let's see. The national media is lazy and irresponsible. They said Florida is opening May 1st. And Disney and other parks will spread the virus. Morons. Disney and other parks are self-postponed until the 31st. They're not stupid, but the press is. All righty. Why don't you tell us how you really feel, Javi? All righty. Javi getting wound up already this morning here. Good morning, folks. No rain yesterday, but came fast and tame at 5:30 this morning. Nothing to write home about. Well, that's good because we're going to get it later. And of course, they're already saying, "Oh, chances severe, this and that." Yeah, I'm tired of. Yeah, I'm getting where it's like kind of like the little boy that cried wolf. Every time they say it, you want to be weather aware, as they say, but then it's like they're gonna get people where they're just like, heck, they say that every time, and the next thing you know, somebody's gonna get killed in a tornado because they tired of listening to their doom and gloom warnings. Earl Walker's here this morning. Says it's already 60, going to 70, but rain. I can deal with that. Thumbs up, he says. How you doing, Earl? Thank you, sir. Jim Senecola's in the house. Happy Hump Day. Grass got a good watering last night. All righty. Let's see here. Who else we got? Who else we got here that I haven't? Oh, look here. How'd he get in here? There's Matt Awesome Wood Things Haas. I like to affectionately call him the Piano Man because he's always doing his, check out his piano awesome. He's teaching himself how to play piano. He's getting pretty good at it, I'd have to say. I like some of that stuff. That one you did the other day, let's see, who was it? Was it the Raspberries? I don't know. Some song you did the other day I liked. Go check it out. Stephen Toronto's in the house. He's in beautiful Biloxi, Mississippi. Pouring down much needed rain. All righty. Steve Gronsky's here. Morning all. Happy Hump Day. 61, headed for 71 with lots of sun and wind. And Steve is in Mustang, Oklahoma, if I remember correctly. Kevin Els is here, keeping his streak alive. How you doing, Kevin? Good to see you, buddy. There's Wilson Rubano. It says, morning, y'all. Lots of rain, little hail, and a lot of wind. But all is well this morning. All righty. Good to see you, Wilson. There's old Ryan Ballard. Says we're going to hit 70 in Maryland today. All right. I tell you what, I was out there working in the shop yesterday. I was doing some multitasking. I had a little job running on one machine, and I was using the bed of the other machine as my packing table to pack up a garage works that I'm going to ship this morning. And I kept thinking, man, it's getting hot in here, you know. And then I looked, I have a thermometer in there in the garage, and it was about 80. So yeah, it got pretty warm yesterday. And I wanted to turn my little fan on, but I knew if I turned my fan on, it would just blow the sawdust from that project. Well, not really sawdust, router dust, I guess, what technically it would be, would blow it all over the shop. So I just left it off. But man, it got warm. Let's see here. Yeah, we don't know, but if we find out, they will be banned. Good morning, Matt. There's Mike Sills. He's in the house. How you doing, Mike? Bob Sims is here. I believe Bob's from across the pond, if I remember correctly. There he is. Piano Awesome. Cranberry. Zombie. Yeah, thank you. That's what it was. That's what it was. You rocking it, Matt. I'm telling you. There's Michael Pinkerton over there on the Facebooks. How you doing this morning, Michael? Holy cow. Rob Schuster says it's 104 in Arizona. You guys just skip spring and shoot straight to summer, huh? Wow. Clyde Labonte's in the house. Good morning, Clyde. How you doing? Yeah, I haven't got to check all this. I started watching it and then something else happened and I had to stop, but I'll go back and watch the rest of it. Publish another cover of Queen. All right. William Hoffman's in the house. Good morning, Dave. Rainy today. At last, I got stimulated. Congratulations. I have still yet to get stimulated. Mailman doesn't bring me anything but junk. So it's all good though. Y'all keep sending me parts of your stimulated checks, so I'll just spend your money. Let's see. Kit is supposed to be here tomorrow. Yep. You and somebody else. I sent out a couple of them yesterday. Bob Sims confirms he is across the pond. Glad to have you guys from across the pond in here, Bob. This isn't there's no. We can be international. We let anybody in here. I mean, we let Matt Haas in here. I mean, come on. We can let anybody in here. There's Sandy. How you doing, Sandy? Good to see you on here. I think she was on here the other day, I think. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well on this hump day. All right, just like that, I'm caught up with the comments, I think. So I'm going to talk about a couple of things. One, I keep looking. I need a haircut bad. I think if Great Clips is open, should I go get a haircut? I don't know if they're open yet. I think they ought to move a chair outside in front of their storefront and at least do that. But yeah, I may try to go get a haircut the next day or two. Either that or get the old clippers out and do the, cross my fingers. Sandy says she's doing great. Hope you're doing great. I'm always doing great, except for when I'm not. But most times I'm always doing great. I come in here every morning, turn this thing on, do my little coffee sessions, talk to all y'all great folks out here. So yeah, life is good. Life is real good. Got my Fat Jack right down here, laying right next to me. Rocky's probably in there snoring on the sofa. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than this. So Bob says he's having lunch. I see they're talking about he's having afternoon coffee. Yeah, because across the pond it would be, what is it, like 6 hours difference, I think. So it's like 3 in the afternoon or something over there, I think. I think it's 6. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Bob. Yeah, curbside haircuts. Take a video of that. Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, you know what? I'll do it right now. I got my phone right here. Let's check my. Let's check my. If I can find it. This stupid phone. My phone is so old. I need a new phone. I don't want to get one. Oh, here's my Great Clips app. Let's see if they're open. Let's see. Well, salon info. It don't look like they are. And they would normally be open by 9 o'clock if they were on their regular hours. Yeah, I guess. Let me go to my check-in thing and see if it lets me. Let's see if it's going to do. It says they're closed. All right, looks like I'm going to be shaggy for another day or two. I may have to get brave and do the clipper thing. I'm trying to put that off, but barbershops and hair salons do have a tough decision to make. Yeah, because they do have to kind of get right up on people to do their thing. Watch the news this morning. Sandy, you may be interested in this because I know you're. I think you live somewhere around the Atlanta area. So I saw on the Fox 5, what is it, Good Day Atlanta thing in the morning. Governor Kemp, he's at it again. He's made an executive order where teens still have to fulfill all their driving requirements, but the behind the wheel road test has been suspended. So they no longer have to go take their little road. And it's because they can't get in a car and have the other person, whatever it is, the instructor or whatever, they can't keep their little social distance in the same car. So they're going to suspend that part. But I don't quite know what to think about that. I'm thinking, well, why don't we just suspend giving them the license? Because it's only going to be for a little while longer. I don't know why we have to cut out something that's probably pretty important. If it wasn't important, why was it in place before? I don't think it would kill them to wait another month or two. That's what life is. It's full of disappointments. So that's my 2 cents worth there on that. You can let me know what you think. I just don't think it's that big a deal. I mean, if they get their license, where are they going to go? Everybody's supposed to be, not running around everywhere like crazy. All right. Yeah, Sandy's in Kennesaw. Okay. Good deal. Yeah, she says, I read that this morning. Crazy times. I know. When I saw that on the news this morning, and I'm thinking, why do we have to just say, okay, you don't have to do that. Go ahead and get your license. I don't think it would kill them to go another month or two. I just don't know. Bob Sims says, sad news about Massachusetts Veterans Care Home. I must have missed that one because I don't know anything about that. If anybody does, please chime in. Larry says, have a parent do the drive test. Well, they still have to do their, let's see, I was reading it earlier. They still are supposed to, and see, here's the other problem I have with this deal is, now that I'm looking for it, I probably won't be able to find it. Okay, here it is. They still have to have 40 hours with their, parents, have of driving. And of course they're saying, I'm hoping most parents won't just sign off on those 40 hours. I'm hoping most parents will take the time and drive with their kids before letting them obtain their driver's license. Well, see, now when you throw out now you don't have to do the driver's test with the person who really counts, because the parents may just be wanting to get them out of the house. So they might just sign off on it, whether they've done it or not. So I don't think, that's funny. Hitch is singing that old thing. I can't think. The version I like, Hitch, if you've ever seen it, it's Davey Knowles. I don't know if you've ever seen his version. He's got a live version on YouTube that's several years old, but it's an awesome dude's an awesome guitar player. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Okay, let's see. I want to see if anybody's talking about that. Bob's saying 68 died. But I don't see anybody saying. Yeah, that's what we need, more inexperienced. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it would kill them to wait a little while. Let's not bend the rules to. Personally, I think they should raise the age up anyway. We've got way too many idiots out there driving. Clyde says his granddaughter got her license just before this stuff. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Bob says 68. Yeah, somebody let me know what's going on with that, because that. Make them take the driver's test in a bus. The instructor can sit in the back. I love Janet's sense of humor. She's hilarious. I don't remember you being that funny in school, Janet. Like you've aged well, I think. That's funny right there. Ryan says, I wish they would do that with the driver's test up here. My kid is terrified of the test, so she won't do it. Yeah. Troy says, wife just looked up great clips in Georgia area, and it says that you can get an appointment through your app. I'll check again, but mine says, see, I've had that app and I use it all the time. I just open it up and it gives you like an estimated wait time. And then if you check in online, your name will be way higher up. And it's cool, and it's fun to watch the other people get mad that don't check in online, because you walk in and you're like, yeah, I'm Dave G at the top of the list. They're not, oh, come on back. All these other people are like, well, how come, they give you that look? And I'm like, got to use the app, folks. That's how it works. But that's one thing I absolutely hate, sitting around waiting on a haircut. I don't care. I don't really care how long it takes them to cut my hair. And usually at those kind of places, it's like a, assembly line. It's like, get them in, get them out. Let's make the money. So I remember one time I got a little bit mad, because I'm like, I timed it. I was looking at my phone when they called my name, and it was like whatever time. And then I pulled my phone out again when I was paying it. It was like 4 minutes later. And I'm like, I'm paying you, I think it was like $16 for a haircut. It took you 4 minutes. So, Janet says she gets more mouthy with age. Well, keep it up, girl. I like it. I like your style, Janet. I do. All right, let's see here. Bart Bixel's in the house. Fox News is covering the Massachusetts vet story on their website. Okay, is it something that just happened just hours ago or something? Because I didn't hear anything about it on the local news, and I was sitting there drinking a cup of coffee for a while. Piano Awesome says, I hate waiting for anything. I know, isn't that the truth? Amazon Prime has got us so spoiled. when I go shopping on Amazon, I I won't buy stuff if it's not Prime, and it's not like I gotta have it. But I was talking with Hobby last night, and I said, part of the thing is if I order something, and it's something I gotta have, and I just can't find it on Prime. Hey, we're trying to talk here. Use your inside voice. You know what they always tell kids? Use your inside voice. Got the lawn crew over there going to mow the lawn there across the street. No, but if you order something and it takes say it takes 10 days to get it, the bad thing I do is by then, I wanted it for a project or something. And by the time it comes 10 days later, I get it and I don't even open it up and I set it down, and I might find it months later and I'm like, yeah, I really wanted that back when I wanted it. But since it took so long, I'd already moved on to another project. So, all right, let's see. Okay. Wilson Rhubarb says coronavirus in veterans home kills nearly 70 in Massachusetts. Okay. Now, is that, again, I guess I'm going to have to go try to find that story because, did it just boom within a few days, or is that what's happened over the course of this thing, or what? Any of them's bad, but Bob says, I think it's from the start of the COVID. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Well, I know they had a lot of trouble at that. In fact, I think that's where the first ever patient was found, is that one in the state of Washington or something, when they're a nursing home or something up there. Dave Mack's in the house. How you doing, Dave? The Wooden Wizard. Got an awesome shop going up there. Looking good. It goes back to March from what I read. Okay. All right. When I first saw that somebody saying sad about all these people dying, I'm like, what, was there a shooter or something? Because, you never know these days. Hey, Doug, we're still hanging around, buddy. Good to see you. Better late than never, they always say. Johnny's here, and he says, I do give Amazon credit. They are one of the few that under-promise and over-deliver when it comes to deliver time. Over the pond, not included, normally comes sooner than estimated. Yep, you're right. And sometimes when I order and it's going to be a few days out, I don't really worry about it because 9 times out of 10, it will show up sooner than what they say. So he says he does his own buzz cut. Bought clippers 3 years ago for $40. Save $15 every 2 weeks. Yep. Okay, Dave Clemens says, yeah, the lamestream media make it sound like it just happened. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The 70, yeah, that'd be a big deal if it was like, well, in the last 3 days, we've lost 70 patients or residents here at the nursing home. But if it's happened over the thing, yeah, it's probably happened lots of other places too. I don't know. I tell you, I'm so so frustrated with the news because you can't believe anything these days. You have to take everything with a grain of salt, and that's all of them. You got to just you have to do your own thinking. I keep saying that. I know you guys are probably tired of me saying it, but you got to do your own thinking. When you hear a story on the news, sit down and think about it and go, wow, is that really possible? Could that have happened? And maybe even do a little research, and it's like I've said, you probably heard me say many times, if you watch one network and they say this, and you watch another network and they say that, somebody's lying, because it can't be that far different, It just can't. So yeah, hitches. Yep. Here, yeah. See, that's where they're starting to lose me on this whole COVID thing. I'm like, the heck with it. I'm over it. I'm gonna go do what I got to do. Um, they I think they just don't want to admit that, whoops, this isn't as bad as we thought, and they just keep doing the fear mongering and uh, do your own thinking. That's assuming most people are capable of this task. Well, yeah, that's true, but it doesn't take much to really, when you see a story, if you got even a little bit of common sense, it doesn't take much to kind of read between the lines and like, nah, I don't think so. Hey, look who snuck in here. My buddy Ray Whitaker. How you doing, Ray? We got a few other Danvillians in here. Is that a word? Danvillians? What do you call people from Danville besides cool? Um, yeah, Janet's here. Doug Sisk is here somewhere. Piano Awesome says, "What is this network you speak of? I get all my news from YouTube." Well, yeah, it's I get most of mine from there too, but you're watching videos of stuff they post. So Mike says, anything to improve the ratings. Yeah, they want to keep all the drama and the scary stuff so that people will go, oh well, I better watch this so I know what I'm supposed to think today. Yeah, if someone dies with a heart attack, they will say it's COVID-19. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're so, and have you noticed that I saw something? I can't remember where I read it now, but all of a sudden the flu deaths are way down this year. It's because it's probably because the ones that die of the flu, they're saying, oh, well, let's just change that to COVID. Make it look better. That way we can get some more of that money the government's printing, tell them we need more help. Everything's a big scam. I'm telling you. I hate to be Mr. Negative today, but I try to be positive. I do, but all these other folks make it so hard. All right, let's see here. Troy says, I seen a screenshot the other day saying that there was 3 million COVID deaths, and in the same shot, it said there was only 980,000 cases of COVID. Yeah, that's some of that Common Core math there. Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure I want to talk about that. What if Joe Biden selects Hillary as VP, then Joe dies? Yeah. I think if Joe Biden's, I'm going to go on record here as saying if Joe Biden selects Hillary as VP, I think it's pretty much a given that something will happen to Joe. And Joe probably don't have sense enough to be worried about that. Maybe his wife, what's his wife's name? Jill, I think. I do want to mention, my timer just went off, but I just happened to think, since you mentioned Joe Biden, I'm going to tell you something I was thinking about, because they were talking about it on the news this morning. And some of you are probably going, well, I don't know about that, but let me just tell you what it is. I've heard there's like, I think 5 or 6, 7 women now that have come out with these accusations against Joe Biden. Okay. Here's what I got a problem with. I don't like Joe Biden, but he's been and according to the thing I saw this morning, one of the allegations, I don't know about all of them, but one of them was from back in 1992. Okay. Again, I don't like Joe Biden, but why is it now that those accusations are coming out? And I would say the same thing if the shoe was on the other foot and it was, somebody coming out of the woodwork to accuse Trump or either side. I just don't get that. I'm sorry. If you had, where were you? But when he was running with Obama as vice president, where were these accusations then? I'm always suspicious when we start getting close to something. And again, I don't like Joe Biden, so I don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying you got to look at everything. Yeah, Janet says they come out of the woodwork when the cameras are on. I just think it's fishy. And it might be true. It might be true, but where were you in that? Where were you in let's see, when was it Obama was first elected? 2000, I can't remember what year it was. 2008, 6. Yeah, 2008. Because he was in there 2008 and then won again in 2012. Yeah. So where were you then? Where were you then? I don't know, something to think about. Like I said, I'm not a Biden fan, not at all. But even an idiot like him, you gotta say, all right, why are they waiting till now? Why, I don't get that. I don't get that. Bart says, so I'm guessing you're not voting for Joe. I doubt that it will be very hard for anyone that watches the coffee sessions to figure out who I'll be voting for. But it is fishy, but they need to treat him the same as Kavanaugh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My point is, it's like it was wrong for the other side to try to do it to Kavanaugh and to, every time, and Trump and all this stuff, making up stuff. But if this stuff about Biden is not true, that doesn't make it right for us to do it just because they did it, I mean, that's my point here. But anyway, I'm about out of time. Doug says Biden had a better chance of being president then than he does now. Absolutely. I personally don't think he's got a snowball's chance in hell of being president just because, watch him when he speaks. It's gibberish. He doesn't even know what he's saying. The poor guy has got something going on. They say dementia or whatever. I don't know. But he's not got it together. And it's all just happened quick for him. But he's been making the gaffes and stuff for years. But a lot of those, and I say years, I'm talking his whole political career, he's been doing that. All right, I got to get out of here and get to work. Yeah, Hitch has a great idea right here. Everybody have a great day and leave a thumbs up. I appreciate the thumbs up. We got about 17 of them over there, according to the tubes. Everybody get out there and have a good hump day. Drink your coffee. Come back and see me tomorrow. And we'll gripe about something else. Nah, we'll have a good day. Everybody have a good one. We'll see y'all.